I hope you don't get the sickness.
My boy Kurt is a stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedle dumb, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leaves him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay-at-home Disney dad.
Time for Tuck Everlasting, but first, coming soon to theaters, we get some kid with a behind-the-scenes look at the Pirates of the Caribbean, coming out 2003. We look at conceptual drawings and an interview with Gore Verbinski, the director. The artwork's pretty fantastic. This summer, be prepared to be blown out of the water. Be prepared to be blown out of the water. Out of the water. That's good stuff. Also, I've never seen Pirates of the Caribbean. Ad for Haunted Mansion, the movie with the trailer with like that awesome dubstep remix of a Beethoven song. Ad for Inspector Gadget 2. Quote, it's up to the ultimate fighting tool, and inspect the unexpected. Both good stuff. Only on DVD and video March 11th, 2003. This has to be close to the VHS cutoff and the change to 100% DVD releases. Another ad, George of the Jungle 2. I love how Brendan Fraser is suddenly cool again in late 2021. Now available to own on video and DVD. Belle's Magical World, the special edition. Nope. Okay, feature presentation. I'm already tired. Walt Disney Pictures, gold logo this time. Fancy. Tuck Everlasting. Gurgling noises to start. We start with a wide shot of a city street. A motorbike guy takes a dirt road and he stares at a house. We get a female voiceover and she goes into a flashback. She says something about time being a wheel and she's laying on her back in the grass in a white dress. And this is like an 80s Tide commercial. Okay, that wasn't the flashback. Or it was, but now she's going from the flashback to another flashback. It's a flashback within a flashback. It's summer, not very long ago. The wheels of time sent May Tuck on a journey to meet her sons, like she did once every 10 years. What the f***? Okay, May Tuck is already old. Is May Tuck Sissy Spacek? It's Sissy Spacek. She sees one of her sons and she's beyond excited. I see the girl that played Carrie and I'm beyond excited. Apparently it's been 10 years and one of her sons is happy. The other son is a little more subdued. She says, well, he's as cozy as a barbed wire. Okay, we're back to the girl in the Tide commercial. This is Winnie Foster. Her mom makes her come inside and she's being tortured in a girl. Minnie Foster watches her sister practice piano. Minnie Foster is coming to the end of something and moving towards the start of something new. Change was in the air. This is like the strawberry wine video. Mom goes shopping and from the car, Minnie watches the poor kids play ball in the dirt and they make fun of her for being rich. Jump cut! And she hits a home run and runs the bases in her Sunday best and Mom comes out of the bag because she's livid because third base is not very ladylike. Sissy and her sons are getting drunk and dancing. The moody brother is still moody. I don't get why she only comes once every 10 years. Moody son mutters something and dramatically walks off. Then we hear his story. A man is following him. They lose him, but he keeps coming back. They say of this person who's following them. We go into a flashback and some creep is following them on a train. He also looks like a musketeer. Under the flashback, he mentions again that he's being tracked. We get it. Who is this actor? All these actors look so familiar. Winnie, is it Minnie or Winnie? Minnie is out in this field and the musketeer looks up on him and oh my god, it's Captain Picard, it's Kingsley. He's credited as the man in the yellow coat, so he's like Curious George's owner's brother. He got the hat and this guy got the coat. God is cruel but fair, mysterious. Every shot of the man in the yellow coat is medium close-up, like clavicle to forehead. I wonder if they only had one day with Kingsley and they shot all his shots at once in the afternoon, just like some serious Plan 9 from outer space. They just used that shot over and over. Uppity mom and dad wanted to send Minnie to finishing school, and Minnie says, that sounds like jail. This hasn't aged well. It sounds like they're describing one of those horrible centers parents used to send their own kids if they thought they were gay, and these kids suffered like actual horrible abuse for years. Well, that took me a little out of Tuck Everlasting. Minnie Foster was to be sent 500 miles to be educated, but really only wanted to step outside her fence. So she did. Slow dissolve of Minnie walking through the woods. So far from her tight pride world. Ah yeah, go Minnie. Like strawberry wine, 17, the hot July. That's all I know. Minnie sees the non-moody brother drinking from a creek. He looks at her, then he looks around like she has a gun pointed at him. He's freaking out and asks, "How long have you been standing there? Dude, what were you doing?" He tells her to leave and she says, "She owns these woods." "You own these woods? What's your name?" "Minnie Foster." "Foster?" Strawberry wine, 17, the hot July moon saw everything. That's the next line. She is thirsty. Yeah, she is, but she's actually thirsty and wants a drink from the same water he drank out of. Okay, wow, okay, we're cooking now. Is that the fountain of youth? She kind of gets spooked and runs away, and then the moody brother grabs her and is like, "Remember what Dad said, no exceptions. No, he's gonna kill her." Okay, we got ourselves a story. What the hell is going on? So they have a fountain of youth. That's why Mom can visit every 10 years, and that's why Professor X is after them. And here we have the moment where an obscure live Disney movie I was dreading watching comes alive, and I go all in. Moody's son doesn't kill her. He takes her back to Mom's sissy. She should put her in a closet with a creepy crucifix. Okay, I get that joke. Minnie hears a music box, and it's the same tune Kingsley was humming earlier in the scene. Sissy says she will take Minnie home as soon as she can, but then it transitions tonight, and Minnie is now inside her house. Dad comes home and is super creepy with her. He just walks up to her, bends over, stares right into her face, and he stands up and walks away, and then the family has like a huddle, and they all whisper about her. So Sissy's husband is Angus Tuck, and Angus Tuck... sounds like a sex move. He says this is the most important event that has ever taken place in the house in the last 80 years. So let's eat. They eat, and Angus talks smack about Minnie's father. He's gonna cut down the whole forest. Isn't this the story of Ponce de Leon, like the Fountain of Youth? I only know who Ponce de Leon is because of an episode of the '69 Spider-Man cartoon and that one episode of Clone High with Ponce's pants. Back in the mansion, Mimi's dad wants to find his missing daughter. He questions the man in the yellow coat, and the guy's all passive-aggressive. He says, "It seems that she ran away." I'm not surprised. And Dad says, "I'm not interested in what surprises you." Yeah! Eat a Professor X. He mentions he's looking for the Tuck family and offers to help look for Minnie as well because he's good at finding people. Minnie is undressing in some room, and Sissy comes in, and Sissy helps her out of her girdle, and Sissy says, like, "I can't understand how anyone wears these." And these poor folk are laying down what Minnie wants to pick up. Jonathan Jackson is the actor that plays Jesse Tuck, or the good son. He's actually from General Hospital, apparently, and he looks like Jared Leto. Professor X is in a graveyard now, looking at gravestones, looking for any Tucks. A priest comes out, and Professor X starts babbling and is like, "I could kill you right now, but wouldn't you rather be immortal?" And the priest is like, "Yeah." The man in the yellow coat has a lantern and walks away, and he walks through a graveyard set that looks to be put together by some grade 11 drama department. The nice Tuck son, Jesse, if you're keeping track at home, sneaks into Minnie's bedroom, and he wakes her up. He asks her, quote, "Do you want to see the Eiffel Tower?" And I have woken my wife up plenty of times with that line. Yeah! Suddenly we are in a forest again, and Jesse Tuck shows Minnie a stack of rocks, and he tries to tell her that's the Eiffel Tower. She asks how old he is, and he says he's 104 years old. They get to the top of the rocks, and he has an "I'm the king of the world" moment. They look out over the forest. It's pretty good. This is a good moment. Good montage of the other rich sister practicing her piano while everyone else is going through the forest with dogs and guns looking for missing Minnie, who, after seeing a pile of rocks, has completely forgotten about her old life and her discipline and decadence and lives like an ageless hippie like the rest of the Tucks now. They don't know how much time has passed. For the first time, Minnie felt free to explore, to ask questions. Strawberry wine, 17. The hot July moon saw everything. My first taste of love, oh, bittersweet. The green on the vine, like strawberry wine. They go to the waterfall, and Jessie undresses and jumps in. She won't jump in. "You're not afraid of the cold water, are you?" "No." "You're not afraid of me, are you?" "Well, a little bit." She says, "No." He reassures her with, "So what? You think you're going to jump in, your lungs are going to fill with water, you're going to sink to the bottom and die, girl?" son, your flirting skills are unreal. 104 years old and you've clearly never talked to a girl before. She jumps in anyways and he holds her and he says, I'm never gonna let go. The other Tuck kid, Miles Tuck, played by Scott Baristo, a former actor from Winnipeg, just down the block, appeared on Party of Five. He is in a saloon and he's openly cheating at cards and he's all cocky about it, like he doesn't care. He gets thrown out and the man in the yellow jacket sees this and is like, wait a minute, cheating at cards? That's gotta be an ageless fountain of youth drinking Tuck boy. The other two are at the lake now, or back out of the lake now. I'd like to point out that Minnie is wearing a wet white nightgown and Jessie just starts drumming in 4/4 time as she dances around the fire in her wet white nightie in front of them, and this Tuck kid just keeps on drumming. Keeps on drumming. Okay, now he gets up and he's dancing with her and they're spinning like Jack and Rose, and any second now they're just gonna like go at it and make all my previous jokes about the two of them completely wrong and irrelevant. So they start real talking and then bam, start making out. He tells her he's immortal and she's like, in bed? And then his old brother Miles comes and is like, you tell her? She's like, tell me the truth, tell me what? We all drink. Flashback time. The water tasted like heaven. The flashback is shot like shaky cam home movie footage. That's bizarre. It's so fun. I would never have thought to shoot a flashback like that, but I kind of love it. Okay, they can't die, like at all. One of them fell and landed on their neck and got right back up. Then things began to happen. The horse drank the water, but you can't shoot it. One of them got bit by a rattlesnake and not dead. Only the cat died from old age. It didn't drink the water. Oh no. Oh no, brother Miles had a family. He tried to explain to his wife about the water, but she thought he sold his soul to the devil and left him and took their babies, and everyone else thought he was guilty of witchcraft and black magic, and the villagers burnt down his shack, and so he went to war because he couldn't die, and his daughter died when she was 15. His son died of old age. Damn, Disney, this is some heavy. I never thought about the idea of immortality that way, like your kids aging past you, your kids as senior citizens as you remain a young man. Oh my God, give me a minute. Papa Angus takes Minnie out on a boat and tells her, girl, you're about to be a woman. Whistle. What? He warns her about the water and how all of humanity will kill each other. This is a complex issue. The man in the yellow jacket sees them in the boat and tells her family, kind of low-key blackmails them. He wants the woods in exchange for their daughter's location. The wife tells her husband to give the man whatever he wants, and just like that, there's an envelope with a deed to the woods in it. I guess the man in the yellow jacket strolls away and looks at himself in a mirror as the rest of the town on horseback gather together as a giant lynch mob and go to get the girl. I'm into this movie so much right now. Back on the farm, the Tucks have no idea what's coming. Also, those search parties and sniffing dogs suck because it didn't take long for the man in the yellow jacket to get to the Tuck farm. It was like a matter of minutes. Like the farm was a few blocks away from the Tuck or from the other people's house. You're the man who's been following my boys, shouts the dad at the man in the yellow jacket. Picard runs down the family and destroys them verbally, just like one by one. Then he whistles the song that the mean son used to have a music box of that he played for his family. Miles, he's a loose cannon. He's going to go off on this guy. This guy's just poking Miles the bear. He tells him that the fountain of youth has been wasted on simpletons. That's gotta hurt. There's a scuffle, and the good son gets shot, and he's okay. Professor X is like, I knew it. You have pretty big risk there, shooting a kid. Anyway, he starts dragging Minnie away, and then Mom clubs him in the back of the head. And one of the most violent things I've ever seen in a live Disney movie. Jeez, wow, and awesome. He is dead. They killed Professor X and the mob arrives and the music is weirdly passive as all this is going down. Crazy people with guns and dogs charge the Tuck farm. The Tucks don't even run. They just stand there. Fade to black, fade up, they're all in jail. The man in the yellow jacket is dead. He's legit dead. Mama Tuck bashed his brains in. Minnie is back with her rich family and all calm, and she was like, I wasn't kidnapped. I wanted to be there. Then why did the mother smash the dude over the head? Okay, Mr. Moneybags gets the deed. It's gotta be so confusing to everyone else. Gets the deed to the forest back. There's a storm. Minnie is restless at the window. Jessie Tuck climbs up and asks for help. They're gonna put his mom in the gallows, but she can't die. And oh my God, can we pause for a second? Just let that image ping pong around in your mind. Hanging someone who can't die. That is, Okay, amazing artistic shot of the camera pushing through a hanging noose. Minnie runs interference in the jail and the guard goes outside where Miles is dressed like the bad guy from Pete's Dragon while Jesse's in a similar black cloak. "Stop or I'll shoot!" yells the jailer. They move, he shoots, they get back up. Jailer runs away scared. Minnie frees the Tuck parents. Jesse tells Minnie to come with him. It's too dangerous. If she goes, they will hunt the Tuck family forever. It's goodbye time. Jesse tells her to drink from the stream and he'll come back when it's safe. Tears stream down their face like a Coldplay song. As the Tuck family speed away in a horse and carriage, Jesse screams to Minnie, "I will love you until the day I die." That line has never had more weight. That is some awesome writing. This is a solid movie, but it keeps going. That was kind of the correct place to end it, folks, but we continue. Now Minnie's grandma dies. Why is this movie still going? Or is this making her face death and now she's going to go drink from the stream? Now there's a sad moment between Minnie and her mom. She is sad that Minnie is growing up. I mean, I guess this is still following the growing older theme, but where else can this movie possibly go? Minnie is dressed like Princess Leia and is back in the woods, flashing back like a mofo, thinking about drinking the water. The summer is over, the wheels of time are turning again, but faster. She left the woods to see the world. Great time-lapse shot from old-timey to present day, like it's a slow dissolve of the same street. And we are back to how it started. Jesse Tuck on a motorbike, looking at the house. I forgot all about this opening scene. The movie continues. Jesse Tuck sneaks out of the bushes and sees Minnie's tombstone. No! Now he's having a flashback of their time together. Minnie grew older, got married, had kids, and died of old age, and Jesse is still a young man. She didn't drink the water. We don't have to live forever. We just have to live, and she did. Fade to black. What an absolute victory for Disney. What a punch to the gut in a new way for Disney to deliver. This weird live-action VHS movies that I've never heard of before, these weird movies may have been the most rewarding part of this journey so far. Just bravo, Tuck Everlasting.
That's what I think about.
What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and personal appearance that he has. Thank you.